How do you get the most benefit out of microdosing? Hey, Jason here, and if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me going around Johannesburg, showing how beautiful the city is, how safe the place is here, and how friendly the people are. And if you may have also been seeing some of my videos where I'm talking about success, how to be successful, what it means, and how to actually achieve it in 3 areas of your life: health, happiness, and wealth. And so today I want to talk about microdosing and go a little bit more in depth on how do you actually get the best benefit from microdosing. And this comes up because I've had some people trying some products and got great reviews from it. However, they were afraid of what they were getting. And let me explain what I mean by that. So the main thing that you're going to get when you start microdosing, and just to show you what microdosing is and what it comes from mushrooms. These are NSS. These are native mushrooms to South Africa that I take. And when you microdose, you're not taking anywhere near that bag. You're taking a capsule this size each and every day. And this is all you have to take one day, for one day. And the beautiful thing about taking the capsules is you don't have to worry about the bad taste of eating dried mushrooms, and you don't have to worry about the potential stomach cramps from eating dried mushrooms. There's a chemical, or there's a compound called chitin inside of dried mushrooms that kind of upset the stomach if you're not used to eating them. And this is why taking a capsule is much easier and better on the digestive system, especially for people who are not used to doing psychedelics. And so the beauty about this also is, because you're just taking this one capsule, which is 100 milligrams, you're never going to get any psychoactive properties, meaning you're not going to start seeing visual colors, you're not going to start seeing objects or different type of animals and things like this. You will not get any of that. The first thing you're going to see, you're going to feel when you start taking it, and I recommend people take it first thing starting in the morning to start their day, is in about 30 minutes you're going to get a boost or a big surge of energy. And it's going to be lasting all day long. It's not going to go away. It's not like drinking some coffee or having one of those energy drinks that just last for a couple of hours and then die down. So the beauty about this is, because the mushrooms interact with your full body, meaning it interacts with your nervous system, your cardiovascular system, all of your systems, it's creating all that energy that you've been missing since you were a kid. And as adults, most of us don't know how to handle when we get this extra energy, because we're used to doing certain things. We have habits that we do. And taking the mushrooms, taking the microdose, this one little pill, once you start getting that energy, you have to learn how to direct that energy towards the goal that you want. And so, like I tell most people, if you have a financial goal, if you want to get a better job, if you want to start thinking of ways to create money for yourself outside of working for someone else, then you should definitely either read a book when you take your microdose about finances, or just go on YouTube and watch something that has something to do with finances. One of the things that I recommend to people, just go watch episodes of Shark Tank, because you'll start understanding better how they're negotiating. What do the sharks mean when they're asking for a certain percentage? Why 10% may be a better deal than asking for 30 or 40%. Like, all of these things will start connecting the dots for you, and you'll start realizing, whoa, there's more that I can do. Now, if you have a health goal, or let's say a vanity goal, you want to lose weight, you want to look better in clothes and stuff like that, same pill, 100 milligrams, is going to help you. And what you need to do is, once you start getting that extra energy, start moving. Go out in nature. Go out and just walk in the park if you can. Go out and just, walk around the block around your house a couple of times. Like, you want to just start moving, because what the mushrooms are doing, and without going into so much detail on it, it's a mycelium, which has its own network. The whole world has a mycelium network that communicates and vibrates with everything. All life is here because of mycelium, which is what produces mushrooms in the wild. Well, mushrooms everywhere. And because of this mycelium network, when you're starting to take the mushrooms, the network is starting to connect with you. You're becoming more enhanced. You're becoming better. You're starting to think clear. You're starting to realize, wait, this world isn't just what people telling me it is. And you're starting to see things inside. Some people like to use the term escaping the matrix, things like that. You can use that term, but this helps you take control of your personal matrix, meaning you're starting to realize you have the energy in everything inside of you. you can control. You can start controlling your attitude. You can start controlling your mood. You can start controlling your finances. You can start controlling your health. You don't need anybody on the outside to control these things for you. And this is why sometimes when people be like, Jason, why are you always happy, man? I don't ever see you too depressed or you never too down. It's because I do a lot of, well, I don't microdose, I actually macrodose and hero dose, meaning I usually take about the equivalent of anywhere from 30 to about 50 of these a day. Now, I don't take them in pill form. I only do mine in raw mushroom form. I don't recommend you doing that, especially without having supervision. And this is why I'm just talking to you about microdosing. Because with microdosing, this is safe. Anyone can do this. It's not going to hurt you. And you're going to see positive benefits right away, usually less than a week. Most people, when I talk to them about, and I have them do it for at least a week, usually around between day 3 and day 5, they'll text me or shoot me a message and be like, yo, man, I feel something different. I'm not the same anymore. I'm thinking differently. I feel differently now. Like I'm seeing the world different. And this is the beauty about psychedelics. And I just want to end it on this because really think about this. Most of the people who we're told to glorify about being very successful, very, creative people who've helped change this world, most of them use psychedelics. Most of them take mushrooms. Like we have to start realizing if the people who we're told to glorify are doing these products, why are we not doing them also? And the beauty about it now is there's so many places out here where you can get them. If you're in South Africa, you can just hit me up, leave a comment below, and I can guide you into the right place or share with you some of the products that I have. If you're in the United States, you need to hit up Mycelium Maharishi, Duncan Polk. He's one of my business partners there. We have a company there where we're doing it, and we have great products from, we have microdose drinks to microdose jerky, which everybody loves. And that's the beauty of it. Like with today's world and today's technology, you don't have to just sit and munch on a bag full of dry mushrooms all day like I do. You can have a whole lot of different products, whether it's drinks, whether it's candies that you can eat, or even mushroom jerky that you can eat also. And so if you're on the fence about doing microdosing, really just think about it from this. You're taking a mushroom, it's not gonna hurt you. This is literally less than what you would find in maybe a baby aspirin. And you only have to do it once a day. Like you're not popping pills all day. You're not gonna have any negative side effects. You're not gonna have any type of trips. Like I say, the first thing you're gonna feel right afterwards in about 30 minutes is you're gonna feel a big surge of energy coming through. You're just gonna release a lot of energy in your body, and you're gonna be feeling like, you're gonna get a little antsy and be like, man, I might wanna go for a walk, I might wanna do this. And listen to those thoughts that come into your head when you start doing them. Because usually those are thoughts that's source driven, meaning they're coming from the infinite intellectual, the infinite intelligence. And when you have those type of thoughts, you can never go wrong in life. It was literally these type of thoughts that helped me go from being 600 plus pounds on my deathbed to you see me now thriving and living life to the fullest. Also, it's these type of thoughts as I started microdosing and going real big into psychedelics that helped me go from being someone who had a lot of anger, who had a lot of sadness on the inside, to just realizing, you know what, I want to be a happy human being. I want to be a happy individual as I'm still on this planet. And you can have that also, but you have to take the first step. You have to be willing to try. And that's the scariest part. Sometimes we've been taught that nothing changes, history repeats itself, and it's not true. It's the same old thinking that keeps repeating itself. So if you want to stop repeating the patterns of the past, start doing something different, such as microdosing. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.